Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to show you this simple 10-minute DIY. There are some long baby socks or uh, leg warmers, whatever you want to call them. So if you want to see, keep watching. So you're only going to need a couple things. You're going to need some long socks, and I'm using my husband's church socks that he doesn't want. They're new and they're soft. So I'm going to use those and a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some needle and thread or a sewing machine, which I'm going to use a sewing machine today. So, you don't really have to cut the top because they're stretchy and they fit my baby perfect. So try your socks on your baby first so you can see exactly how much you need to cut off. And I'm cutting mine off just below the ankle on each sock. And then they were a little bit baggy, so I'm going to cut a little bit off the front. So that's what I'm showing you there. I'm going to spread my sock out and then just simply cut it across with my scissors. Super easy. And I was just waiting for my camera to adjust a little bit. It got a little funky with the light and everything. So there we go. And then I did the same exact thing with the other sock. I just laid the first sock on top of it and measured it out a little bit. Then I realized they had the same exact lines on them. So I just cut it across the same line as the first sock. But if you don't have lines on your sock, you just measure it that way. It's not like a serious DIY or anything. It's just maybe to have some cute, warm socks. And if your baby's like mine and likes to pull all his socks and shoes off as soon as you put them on, these will help. Because he has to work a lot harder to get these off. So now I'm just going to cut a little bit off the front of the sock. Because my baby it fits like perfectly into that heel. So I'm going to keep it. Now, if you didn't want to make socks and you wanted to do just leg warmers without the foot part, you can just make sure your sock is long enough to cut the heel all the way off. And then you would just hem it along the bottom. And if you needed to, if it was still baggy, you could cut some off the front like I'm doing here. So I'm cutting that off. And that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other sock, of course. I'm gonna use the piece that I cut off as kind of a guide, so they're pretty close in size. And just cut that off there. Now we have two socks that are the same and they are ready for the sewing machine. Now I'm just going to flip them inside out so I can sew them together and the hem doesn't show. And you can pin these if you want to, but I didn't because it's just so fast and it's a small project that I didn't see the point in pinning. There's not like a lot of curves or anything like that. But if you're worried you're not going to be able to keep them lined up, which is important because you'll have holes if you don't keep the edges lined up, then you can pin it. And I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch at the sewing machine all the way down the socks. Real simple. Now I started here, I did a front stitch and then a little back stitch so it'll lock it in place. And then I'm gonna zigzag it all the way down and I'm gonna take my time because I didn't pin it and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. So I'm just gonna go all the way down the sock, and I'm gonna do both socks the same exact way. And when I get to the end, I'm gonna back stitch so that it locks the thread in place and it doesn't come undone. And when you're done, it got some cute little baby socks for your baby that were pretty much free because you already had the socks at home. Or you can go out and buy some socks. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. For more DIYs, like and subscribe. Thank you.